Before we get the episode started, today is Monday, May 28th, 2018. For Americans, it is Memorial Day, a day dedicated to those in our military that have died on the battlefield. Now, it doesn't matter if you believe that they're fighting for our freedoms or fighting for the corruption and greed of bureaucrats and businessmen. The fact of the matter is, war is ugly, and good men and women have died. I would like a moment of silence. Thank you. Alright, on with the show. Hello everyone! My name is Zardoz the Zebra. The penis is bad, the gun is good. And welcome to Zardoz and Friends! Season 1, Episode 2! That's right, number 2! In commemoration of Episode 2, we are going to be talking about America's Second Amendment! Uh-oh. A furry show that's delving into politics. Shit's gonna hit the fan! But first, I want to start off the episode by reading the comments, notes from Fur Affinity and YouTube. That is, if I have any. Oh! My Fur Affinity page is still up. That means one of two things. Either Dragoneer hasn't seen my first video yet, or he's seen it, understood the joke, and thought it was funny. No freaking way! First episode, and I already have 2 watches and 2 faves? Someone actually faved my video? And I have 2 subscribers on YouTube! What? First comment, you deserve an Oscar. Aw, thank you. Next comment is, you got a fan. I hope this picks up quick and you can make more. Love the humor. Oh, great. No pressure. No, I'm just kidding. Awesome. Thank you so much. I am not going to let you down. As a matter of fact, this show is now dedicated to you. s1e2. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. What's this? Comment hidden by author. Someone actually had the audacity to write a comment and then immediately delete it so I can't read it? How dare they? Here's a comment from Trump's Toupee. I think you are on the right track. May I recommend background environment? What? Oh yeah, I guess it is a little blank. A savanna background, news station, or starry sky, like a late night television show. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Ooh, this one's from Wilder13, which is a furry that was previously mentioned in the first episode. He states, dead again? Darn it. Having a hard time staying alive. By the way, a tip. You may want to position the glasses higher over the ears. You have sort of looking at the ceiling look. Nice start, by the way. Yeah, about the glasses. I kind of got tired of the glasses flip-flopping all over the place and falling off my face, so I had them surgically sewn to my head. For FA notes, this is what I have. Are you up to ideas? Abso-freaking-lutely. If you like cons, consider interviewing people and having a blast. Okay, it's an idea. However, I envisioned when I did interviews would be more like a late night talk show, kind of sit down one-on-one kind of thing. But I guess I could do the occasional random person at a furry convention. The next one is critique on Zardoz and Friends. Styles shared with me your first episode. It's interesting and I have a few suggestions if you don't mind. No, not at all. Get some backdrops printed, or use software to put on the BG, some kind of news network BG. I think BG background? Since this does appear to be a news series, he's referring to the furry drama news thing. That's actually one portion of the show. But I see where you're going with this. Some animations for your sequences and to overlay with wood, I think you mean which would make it more appealing to the eye and less like, sorry to say, a cheesy homemade movie. Well, all about that. That's kind of the point of the show, is to be cheap and cheesy. I mean, that's why our company's name is Cheap Ass Productions. But there may be some areas that'll improve on. It's a good first attempt, and you can only get better from here. I hope so. My biggest issue with your first episode was how long you spent talking about the tribulations of starting the series. Other than that, it was pretty cute. Yeah, me no good at English, or speaky. That is actually one of the major reasons why I'm starting this show, is to actually better myself in the whole speaking and charisma. I'm trying to upgrade my charisma. On Friday, May 18th of 2018, there was a Texas school shooting at Santa Fe High School. What a great way to start a frickin' Friday. Well, with the supposed increase of gun violence, it seems like every day more and more of this country is split down in two. Either you're for the Second Amendment or you're not for the Second Amendment. And here I am going to tell you how I feel and where I stand on the whole situation. You know, because this is Zardoz and Friends. This is my show. I can do whatever I want. Plus it gets you, the audience, to get to know me a little bit more. Okay, here it is. Am I for the Second Amendment or am I against the Second Amendment? Drum roll, please. I am against the Second Amendment. That's right. I want all guns taken away from American citizens. We, the zebras, have actually studied your human history, and we have come to the conclusion that the best way to overtake and to rule over humans is to take away any means for them to fight back. And that means guns. We gotta take away their guns. We actually have concentration camps already set up all over the world, and they're hidden in plain sight. And they also double as our base of operations. We call them Zebras Operation Outposts, or ZOO for short. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are zebras going to be taking us over if they're not even in our government? But we are. We've actually hired some cold-hearted pieces of shit humans that are willing to backstab their own kind just to work for us. If you couldn't tell by now, I was being facetious. I am actually for the Second Amendment, even though I don't have any guns. It's like I always say, I'd much rather live free with the possibility of being killed than to not live free under a dictatorship with the possibility of being killed. Okay, so I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where the people that are for the Second Amendment are debating with people who are against the Second Amendment. And it usually goes like, the people who are for the Second Amendment are all like, I like my guns in the Second Amendment because it prevents tyranny. And the people that are against the Second Amendment are all like, oh, well, do you really think that your pistol, shotguns, and rifles are actually going to go well up against tanks and nuclear bombs? And usually the rebuttal from the people who actually like the Second Amendment are all like, okay, well, realistically, the country is not going to nuke itself. That's just stupid. And that's correct. However, that's usually where they end up flat. And this is where I come in. Throughout history, there have been many incidences where a group of people have been outnumbered and outgunned. And when I say outgunned, I'm not only referring to guns, I'm also referring to tanks, boats, planes, swords, spears, shields, you name it. People have been outnumbered, outgunned, and still came out victorious. It's called tactics. Not only that, but if it came down to the government actually trying to take away our Second Amendments and our guns, that is going to lead to civil war. And it's going to be a lot uglier than you would think. It is not going to be so clean-paced where it's like, oh, well, that's the law, so all of the military is going to do what the law says. No, there's a lot of people in the military who are going to be like, oh, hell no. Now it's time for a word from our sponsors. Water. It's everywhere. Drink it.
La la la, I'm just walking along.
Oh! Oh no! This extremely heavy laundry basket has fallen on me! Help! Somebody! Help me!
I heard your pleas of help.
Oh, thank God, someone has heard my pleas of help! Please, sir, help me!
I just wanted to let you know that I'm a vegan.
What the fuck?